Love that movie. That movie's fantastic. Gotta
What
adjust.
movie?
We're back. A dinosaur story. Where
Mm,
where like the guy like travels through time and like grabs dinosaurs and like feeds them this mysterious food that gives them intelligence and junk.
never seen it.
What? It's like a wonderful 1993 piece of animation, dog. That movie was dope. We'll have to watch it together. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Hope you slept well, even if it was a drunken stupor. Um,
There was a lot of alcohol involved last night.
indeed, indeed. Oh my! I gotta make sure not to say indeed the entire time.
Most definitely.
Most definitely, yeah. There was a couple of podcasts ago we were watching through the VOD, and I just kept saying most definitely, most definitely. So I gotta make sure not to say indeed the entire time. Oh my goodness, man! It feels good to be back officially with the OG gang. Not that I didn't enjoy my time with Zoot. That was a wonderful time, but something about streaming with Dylan just feels like home, you know?
Hmm. Well, that's one way to put it.
Bruce Richard says he keeps shitting. He said it a couple of times. Rich, it's what happens when you just keep drinking alcohol. You just wake up and shit.
Hmm.
That's one of the side effects, buddy.
What
No,
is
that's
it?
that is not what butt plugs are for.
Yes. That is definitely have to clean that butt plug after that.
For anybody who is just kind of here to put us on the background, you would be happy to know that because of Brutal Richard during our coffee talk this most recent Sunday, I have now installed a lurk command. So if you're just here and you want to just have us on in the background, you should be able to just do exclamation point lurk, and there you go. You'll lurk.
Hmm.
Bingo, bango, bongo. I'm so happy in the Congo. Man, we Dylan, you want to give us a little bit of a rundown of your vacation? Did you have fun? Did you
Yep.
enjoy it?
It was pretty good. The first weekend I went to a anime convention, which was there was a lot of cringe, but the concerts were pretty nice. They were pretty fun.
I'm assuming you went
But
with like one of our mutual friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a couple guys with me. It was pretty fun. Got to see Demon Dice live, which is she does like this hip hop music kind of genre.
Hmm.
That was pretty cool. Um, and I bought like $300 worth of board games there, I think.
So two board
So
games.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, I actually bought the cards for a new commander deck while I was there because they had some unique stuff.
Hmm.
So,
Did you get any like
um,
custom cards?
no, no, mostly just like from that Warhammer 40K set that they
Mm.
released. Bunch
Lame.
of cards from that set. Yeah. Um, and Catan, I bought Catan.
Mm.
They had a Game of Thrones version, but it was only for playtest, which kind of sucked. I kind of wanted to buy it, but I got Settlers of Catan and two expansions for it. So that was cool. I think that's all we did at the con, but most of the rest of the week was just hiking and going through because there's a lot of mountains in Appalachia.
Okay, so
Lots of cool.
where was this anime convention at?
Uh, Birmingham, Alabama.
Good old Alabama.
Yeah, and yeah, it was pretty cool. There
Did
was the Owl Cast or Owl House, the
mm-hmm.
voice actors for Owl House. If you've ever seen that, it's a very good
Yeah,
animated show. They were there doing a Q&A. That was cool.
nice. No, I have a question regarding your hiking. I'm watching. Oh, sorry. I'm watching our audio levels, and I've got like a new like mic setup, so I'm trying to make sure that our audio levels are okay. Regarding the hiking event though, did you did your shirt look like it did the very first time being you?
No, no, it was I have improved my hiking stamina since then, okay? I don't bathe and I don't like wash my shirts while I hike with them with my
For
sweat.
for
Oh my God.
for context, Dylan and I went hiking for like the very first time shortly after we started college, and he wore a like light gray shirt, and about midway through hiking, that shirt was like a dark gray and just sopping wet.
Dark gray was not a good choice of color in hindsight.
But yeah, well, I'm glad you had fun.
Mhm.
But there was one hiccup rate of your
Yes.
vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. I got COVID. Everyone who I interacted with between that convention and now got COVID. Um, so I've been fighting that off. Would have had a stream last Saturday, but my throat was just shot. It was gone. Like
Mhm.
that was the worst like strep throat pain I ever had.
Mhm.
It was awful. But I'm doing a lot better now. Got a slight cough and a little bit of a sniffles, but all in all, doing a lot better.
Brutal Richard wants to know what the name of the festival was.
Comic Con is what it was called. It's like a KOMI dash con, I think, was the name.
There you go. Well, I mean, I'm glad you had fun, and you didn't get anyone sick at that family get together that you had to go to, did you?
I don't think I did because my one of my brothers, who that was the last time I saw him, he didn't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad and my other brother, who I saw that following Sunday, did get sick. So I must not have been infectious quite yet.
Mm,
But yeah, I didn't know it was COVID at the time. I just thought it was a sore throat because
yeah.
that's all I had at that time until like Monday night, which was awful. But
Yeah, Comic-Con, Kami, not Commie.
yeah.
Um, well, yeah. Well, we're glad that you're better. I was also sick there for a little bit. I had a pretty severe form of strep throat, but I did not have COVID, luckily enough. I took pictures of my throat to send to my doctor, and it was pretty gruesome. My tonsils and my uvula were just covered in sores.
Hmm.
It was awful. But c'est la vie. You live, you get better. Send you those pics, $30. Um, what them tonsils do though. Also, for anyone who doesn't yet know, um, I've been struggling here recently with an eating thing, not particularly disorder, but I haven't been able to eat well because one reason or another. We finally found out that my gallbladder is functioning at 29%. So this upcoming Wednesday, I have surgery. It should not affect Tuesday night's stream where me and Dylan do coffee talk. We should be able to do that without a hitch. And then the Saturday following, I should be recovered enough to do that. Um, but also like depending on like my medication, I might be a little loopy. Who knows? I'm not allowed to drive while I'm on it, so I have a feeling that I have a feeling that I might be just a little out of it. But I'm almost positive we can muscle through. But yeah, so there's all the life updates that's happened. Sorry that we haven't been able to stream regularly. Once again, I would like to thank Zoot for doing that coffee talk the Tuesday after Dylan went on vacation. That really means a lot to the both of us, and we look forward to having you again on the podcast. Hey, Merc Dizzle, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. I'll go ahead and say thanks for everyone else. Yesterday, looks like Hey Goo followed their streamer as well. They normally do like art stuff, and they followed me for whatever reason. So we appreciate that. And Ace Trainer Paul, I believe they're from Crybaby's stream. So once again, we appreciate those follows. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, we are at 36 followers out of 50. We are slowly making that climb, and we really appreciate every single one who follows. When we hit affiliate, I'll make sure that we put a lot of nice little fun point redeems in there. That way everyone can have a good time in stream and maybe be able to interrupt stream a little bit.
A little bit.
But let's get right into it. Dylan, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Lego and Bionicle.
Say it again.
A good Lego and Bionicle.
Oh, baby. I'm
hyped. Get the nostalgia juices flowing there with the
Oh, yeah.
good memories.
I fucking love Legos, dude. Love Legos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I still do have this like giant blue bucket full of just loose Lego pieces from all the different sets I had as a kid. I store them at my mom's place, but it's always nice to just look back and be like, I did have that set. I broke it, Legos. But I did have it.
Oh man, dude. I never had like a huge amount of Legos. Like I think I've owned one like actual Lego figure set. But in elementary school, I went to this place called Homework Hangout. It's where you went there after school and waited for your parents to get off work, and then they'd pick you up. And they had Legos out the wazoo, and those little like 1-bit slant pieces. You know what I'm talking about? They kind of look like the battle droid heads from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So that's how we made our Star Wars things, and we'd like role played Star Wars scenarios, like we'd be like Jedi or super battle droids or whatever the heck. And that's what really got me hooked was that, and ever since then I'm like, if I ever get the space, I might drop some fat stacks on Legos, which considering Lego prices nowadays,
yeah,
you're definitely gonna be dropping a fat stack.
Oh yeah, at least 100 to get a decent set.
Yeah. P says they only have car type Legos, the 2022 McLaren set, the 911 Porsche, and the Vespa Lego set. Those are all pretty cool. Merc Dizzle says that a dude at work brought in his Saturn V Lego rocket. Yeah, those like genuine model sets are always like super detailed and expensive.
Yeah, and I love that a lot of them have like opening doors and stuff like that, so you can like see inside the model, and then like it's impressively detailed for being a Lego set.
Yeah.
It's
just like it's not a dream set of mine. We're gonna talk about that later on, but a set that I do want to own. They've got Lego Botanical, and like they've got like these bonsai trees.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, I've been thinking about grabbing a couple of those just because I really like bonsai trees. The typewriter one's cool too.
Does the typewriter one actually work?
No, sadly it does not work to my knowledge.
Doesn't go.
No moving parts that I'm aware of. That'd be Lego Technic, right? But yeah, so getting right into it, Dylan, do you want to talk about your favorite set as a child, if you have the memory of it?
So there were probably a couple of sets that really stand out in memory. I had the Boba Fett Slave One set
Mm.
that was like something like 3,000 pieces or something insane like that, or probably more than that actually. And the coolest thing was it had all these like little opening doors. Like when it was landed, you could open the loading bay and then like load in Han Solo, and then the inside of it was gravity, like moved to like
Mm-hmm.
gravity. So when you made it up into the upwards position when it's flying, the cockpit seat moves, and Boba Fett's facing the right direction through the little glass. It was really cool, but I think my favorite set though was this old castle set because Lego did this like huge knights, dragons, and castles
Yeah.
thing back in like 2004, 2005. And I had this huge castle set that was like the bad guys' castle set. They were all red with lava and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it had these little catapults that shot these like little rock Lego ball things, and the minifigures that came with it. I had so much fun with those minifigures. I thought they were all really cool. They all were super detailed knight dudes with chainmail and stuff. And in particular, there was this one guy. He was one of the good guys with the blue color scheme, and he had this huge tower shield and like this metal helmet with all the brim going all the way around,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a crossbow, and that was like my favorite minifigure, and it came with that set, so that's definitely got to be my favorite Lego set.
Yeah, those things are like super intricate, so
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how they were expecting a child to put that together without losing like a piece or two, which they
It,
don't that they always included like a couple spare pieces,
mm,
right?
yeah, it even had a drawbridge that went up and down too on the gate to the castle.
That's nutty. P-Dog says that the typewriter does in fact click clack, which is pretty dope.
Oh, that makes it worth it then.
Yeah. I wonder if it has like actual um like the embossed lettering on it. That way you could put like ink on there and like use actual paper on it.
Mm.
I wouldn't know. I don't have it. I've been looking at it though. I might get it one day. My favorite Lego set would probably be the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. Um, I think I got that like around 2008. It was pretty dope. I couldn't tell you how many pieces it was, but like the wings adjusted and whatnot. And yeah, it wasn't super intense, but I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, so that was like one of the things I asked for, like I think on my birthday. I think at the time it was like $40 or $30. I think now it's like double that price. And then
Mm.
I also just had like a regular TIE fighter, which was pretty cool. So you know, I just if it's Star Wars, I probably really enjoy it. I know I also had like the remember when they were doing like the Lego minifigure, like not the minifigures themselves, but like they take like their big sets and like shrink them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a miniature version of the TIE fighter too.
that's cool.
So that was
Oh,
that was pretty fun.
yeah, the I think they're called like mini fighters or something. They're
Yeah.
mini or something like that. I don't know. Uh,
Um,
my nephew has a mini slave one
oh,
from
that's
that
dope.
set. Yeah.
Also, here recently, I had purchased the watch that I had from when I was a kid, which is the Lego Darth Maul watch. I bought it off eBay and it came in the original packaging unopened with the original battery in it. So it didn't work, but luckily enough, the batteries that I ordered from Amazon came in the next day.
Hmm.
And so I now have a working Lego Darth Maul watch. And the cool part about this watch is that you can change like the watch face bezel on it to be black, and it also comes with the Lego Darth Maul minifigure, and it's a little bit different than the like regular Darth Maul figure that came with like the Star Wars sets, because the hilt for the lightsaber was actually painted like a shiny silver rather than like the matte silver that they normally use.
Hmm.
So yeah, pretty flippin' dope.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna wear it to work, and no one's probably gonna compliment me on it, but God, do I love this watch. It's like one of my favorite watches of all time. But we were, you know, I think Legos stayed with us for a decently long time. I don't think
Yeah.
me and you have ever really grown out of Legos.
Yeah, I haven't
Go ahead.
really put a lot of money into Legos lately, but every so often I do see a set that's kind of enticing.
Mm-hmm. Like the Leaning Tower of Pisa model that they always have at Books a Million.
Mm.
That one's pretty dope. Can't wait to get my kid a bunch of Legos. Yeah, once they're past the age of swallowing anything they put in their mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
um, in college, Dylan, me, and a bunch of our friend group was like, "Hey, yo, remember Lego Bionicles? Well, they just brought them back." And this was, I think this was beginning of 2016, late 2015. And they
Mm.
just they did like the return of Bionicle and stuff, and they revamped all the figures and whatnot. So we all bought like a different Bionicle to model and whatnot. I got the green dude, which was Lewa, Uniter of Jungle. He had like double swords, and you could move the swords and re like position some of the pieces, and like then it would like have wings and like a golden mask. And like the golden mask was like a big part of like the lore and whatnot that they'd redone. So that was pretty dope. Dylan, you got the Earth one or the Snow one?
I got the Earth one.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember too much about him, honestly. uh,
I still have mine. It's literally like downstairs, like in its own box. I think I might have thrown the OG box away, but I do have it like in a separate box from everything else. That way, it doesn't get ruined.
yeah, I really loved the Bionicles. Bionicles were always really cool. I think thinking back on Bionicles and stuff, there was this set that had like they were kind of like bug-like. The bad guy Bionicles were all like bugs.
Yeah, was that the set that like when you bought them, they came in like a plastic tube and they were like rolled
Yeah.
up and they had like some
Mm-hmm.
squishy. Yeah, I had like two or three of those.
Yeah,
Those were pretty dope.
there was this one that was like white and red,
Mm-hmm.
and it had these really long spiky tendrils and a little cannon on its shoulder that shot these little green balls,
Mm-hmm.
and it used to glow in the dark. All the big long white
Oh wow.
spikes on it glue in the dark, and I loved that model. That Bionicle was really cool.
I had the black one, and it was cool because those things had like a small lever on the back after you
Mm,
unrolled them, and it popped the head open, and you could like take out like the bit that's behind the mask, and you can replace it with like a different squishy bit.
mm.
And that's what I really liked about it. I think mine came with like a green and red squishy bit that also glowed in the dark, but the model itself was like modeled after a beetle. Um, I can't remember its name off the top of my head. It's been so long, but
The
it was pretty dope.
and the set that as a little kid I think I liked the most was the Viscerax, which are the little spiders
Yeah,
with
those are cool.
the little spinning thing on the back. You just you can like pin move their pincers and then like shoot that little spinning disc on their back, and that was
Yeah.
always fun to get lost and never find again.
Yeah. But it's weird, right? Because like I thought like Lego Bionicle is credited for like saving Lego
Hmm.
when they first dropped it, and then it kind of died out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because
And
I
then
fuck I love Bionicles. They were my favorite.
and then they brought it back in 2016 and it didn't really have a huge resurgence, so it died again. But I just saw a video that was like part of the Lego Bionicle creator. Like he was like the new Lego Bionicle sets just came out, and it came like that video is like 2 weeks old. I guess
Mm.
3 weeks old now. But I guess they've brought Bionicles back, so I'm really excited to see that. And in fact, I might even go out and buy uh, another version of Lewa if they have that. I don't know what the
Yeah.
lore is now. They've changed it. I think they've changed the lore 3 times. I think the original Bionicle set had the original canon, and then they swapped it to the new canon, and then it dropped, and then 2016 was the return. They had a new canon for that, and I think now they have another new canon.
Hmm. Well, hopefully Bionicles come back and really stick because it would be cool. I think they are very cool and unique.
Yeah, the idea of like the number one, I just want to come anything that's like robot related. I'm fucking hooked. Like I love sci-fi shit, so like Lego Bionicle always scratched that itch for me. So that's where I've been hooked, and I think a lot of kids can relate to that.
Mhm.
I hope it sticks too.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that one of the things I liked most about Bionicles is that they still share the like what is it called? The standardization between sets, I guess would be a
Hmm.
good word for it.
Yeah.
Like Lego, where you can just kind of stick whatever pieces you want together and they just fit,
Yep.
and you can make this like crazy monstrosity.
It. I might be misremembering, but I'm almost positive there was a Bionicle that was like significantly larger than it. It was like the big
Hmm.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always like one or two in every set, I think. Of they're really big and they have like pieces that normally wouldn't go there that are there. Like they'll have
Hmm.
like they'll use like feet for armor and stuff, and
Yeah.
like it's
Practically like a Power Rangers robot.
hmm yeah, I had this one that had like four arms and two legs or four legs and stuff, and it was huge.
I think that's kind of like a missing like trope nowadays with like a lot of toys where like if you bought all the toys from the set, you could like take them apart and combine them into a big
Hmm.
thing. I know the Transformer toys from way back when, you could like combine them into like a Ultimate Optimus Prime and then like the same for like Megatron.
Hmm. Yeah.
So P Dog here is popping off in stream. My fave set, I saw it in the store when I didn't plan on spending more than $80, but the set was 180, and I had to leave the store with it because online stores were out of stock. It's an F1 car and F1 teams. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
My brother with Lego loved trying to make spaceships or boats, but so intricate, like layers and decks. Yeah. Um, I think in middle school I did a thing where like I made a watertight raft out of Legos, like just
Hmm.
something small enough to sit and like gave it a sail and whatnot. I can't remember what the hell it was for, but that might have been for like Mr. Dillion's class or some shit, or
Yeah.
maybe Mrs. Adams.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do with old Legos that I no longer have the all the pieces to build a full set with. I usually like build little tiny cars with the
Hmm.
wheels and stuff I have and crash them into stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing that as a kid.
The Lego City commercials that were turned into a meme. He's fallen into the river. Those Lego City sets are like really flipping crazy, dude. Like
Oh
they
yeah.
they are super intricate, and I know that there's like a bunch of Lego heads out there that like have every single Lego City set, and like I found out that like there are certain locations where like if you go there and you buy specific amount, you get like an exclusive Lego set to go with it. Weird.
Yeah, yeah. There's some. I wonder how many pieces like a whole Lego city would be.
I don't even want to think about it. You know, because they you can buy those like what are they like 12 foot by 12 foot just Lego platform squares, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and just put everything on that, and those things are like insanity, like absolutely, like people will just like build entire dioramas of a Lego city.
Yeah, yeah. I used to. I had a big green flat thing like that, and I used to build little bases on it and stuff for my little minis to mess around on and stuff. That was always good fun when back when I didn't have internet and other ways to entertain myself.
Hmm. Yeah. You know, like doctors' offices always had like a table that had like a
Mm-hmm.
Lego thing on it.
Yep, yep. The car dealership that my mom used to get all her minivans from
Hmm.
was had a Lego set in the lobby, and I had a lot of fun playing around with that while she was
Hell yeah.
car shopping. So,
Um, what about now? Do you have a favorite Lego set now? Like you've matured in life?
uh, I trying to think. Um, I don't really have a favorite Lego set now. I think maybe it would probably be at least something that I'd want to get. Um, would be a X-wing. I really like
Mm-hmm.
X-wings. Um, but my favorite Bionicle set would definitely be like the Baracas, I think they were called, or
Mm.
because they had the weird like rubber head and the glowing eyes and stuff. I thought they were really cool.
Yeah. I think I'd
So
have to agree with you. Anything really, just I enjoy the entire Star Wars series that they've got going on. They've got a lot of stuff, but it's all like super expensive. And the Bionicle, just in general, I would
hmm
have to agree. I think those would be my two favorite things out of everything that they've come out with so far.
definitely. Yeah, the Bionicles I think are just really cool.
Hypothetical, you have an infinite amount of money to spend on Lego. What's the one set you're most definitely gonna buy?
If I had unlimited money, well, I would really like a Lego Star Destroyer, the big pizza slice.
Hmm.
Um, but those are very expensive. Like I think 2 grand or something like that
Hmm.
for like the properly like huge one.
Yeah.
And it's like some insane amount of pieces.
Yeah.
But I think
It's
it's just
huge.
really cool that you can like take off the top and see like all the command decks and stuff inside, and it's really cool.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. The Imperial Star Destroyer is in fact probably the one Lego set that I would most definitely buy. If I remember correctly, it weighs close to 20 pounds. It's about 3 feet long. Yeah, it's huge. They don't. It's a discontinued product, so if you buy it now, it's going to be from a third-party source, which means they're going to jack the price up super high
Oh
on
yeah.
that. They also have like the Star Destroyer, which is from the new trilogy, but that set's also been discontinued.
Mm.
Um, and I think it's just because they were so expensive, they weren't selling.
Hmm.
But yeah, Yeah, the way like the top doesn't just come off. It like splits down the middle and opens, like it does in the actual movie. And I just think that's super cool. It's even got like a base stand that it sits on, with a placard that like kind of gives you a little bit of history on the Imperial Star Destroyer,
Hmm,
kind of like the specs and whatnot that it comes with.
pretty cool.
Um, One of the guys that we went to college with actually owns one. I can't remember his name, but he was like the big dude with the black beard. Um, Gosh,
Uh,
I can't remember his name for the life of me. He works in you know what? I'm not gonna say where he works on stream.
okay. All right.
But God, I wish I remembered his name. I don't really talk to him anymore. But yeah, he bought one of those and like he was showing it off on Facebook like shortly after he graduated because he got this nice job at the military um thing that he works at now. But yeah, he dropped a fat fucking stack,
Hmm.
and I think it took him 45 hours in total to put it together.
Oh wow, that is it's
It's huge.
a lot of work.
You know, people who like try to put models together without the manual will forever be barbaric in my
Hmm.
mind. Like that's how you definitely end up with like missing pieces.
Oh yeah. Or you'll have like a pile of pieces and you'll be like, where did these go?
Hmm, weird. They sent me a
Hmm.
lot of extra bits. Also, how come my doors don't open? Grey Ghoul's in here. It smells like dude fromage, bro. Crazy. Um, Lego's been really doing good for themselves though. They've been
Hmm.
making a lot of games, a lot of movies. Heck, they even have. I mean, they've always had it, but like they've really increased like their merch game, like t-shirts, hats. They've had collaborations with, I believe, Adidas, for a shoe collection. Like they've been popping off. So I mean, I guess we'll just jump into one of those pools. Do you have a favorite Lego game?
So there was this Bionicle game on the Xbox 360. The main villains were the Barakas,
Mm-hmm.
and it was set in that set. And it was super fun. I played because like the main gimmick is that you can choose which mask you put on, which changes like the color of your character and what weapons he has and stuff. And I remember the ice dude. Um, he had a sniper rifle, and I just played him all the time,
Yeah.
and it was super fun. And then of course, Lego Racer from way back in like 2004 ish. The daycare I went to had it on their computers, and I played that the entire time while I was at that daycare.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Bionicle Heroes,
It might be, yeah. It was
2006.
it was on the Xbox 360, so yeah, it was probably 2006 ish. I think I still have it
Yeah.
somewhere, but
Um, yeah, this is looking like the one. I played the hell out of that game as well, but I did it on the GameCube.
hmm.
Um, and it was a lot of fun. Specifically, I think I played it mostly at like, this is 2006, so this is like back in the day where like Burger King, McDonald's would have like an in-store GameCube that you could play on.
Hmm.
Um, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Uh, you're just like, I'm gonna eat my burger and play some games, and like later on they replaced it with like, was it Talk and the Magic Juju or whatever the hell.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but yeah, that I think I played that game a lot, but I must admit I think my favorite Lego game of all time is Lego Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh yeah. I always forget about the Lego Star Wars games, but I played the shit out of them too.
I recently bought the Lego Star Wars collection, not including the most recent game that just came out, but there's
Hmm.
like there's the Lego Star Wars collection which has all the like the first three Lego Star Wars games. Hold on, let me confirm that. But it has the first six movies on it.
Hmm.
Um, and I recently got that. It's called Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. So it's got one through six, and maybe that's the first two games. And then there's also Lego Star Wars 3 that I bought, which is the Clone Wars, which I do believe is based off of the TV series. It's got like Ahsoka and shit in it, which I haven't played that one yet. But I am very excited. The only six movies. You're right. You're right. Well, the only six trilogy movies. We can't forget about the Han Solo movie and the Rogue One movie. Both of those are also very good. But yeah, probably Lego Star Wars Episode One. And that I th- I might be mistaken, but I think that's one of the very first Lego like movie games that ever came out.
I think so, yeah. Pretty
Um,
sure.
Not including Bionicle, because though they are the
Yeah.
same, they're different. I think the Lego Bionicle game came out before the Lego Bionicle movie. Well, no, that might not be entirely true. Hold on, fact check, cause I know the first movie came out in 2003. The first video game might have come out in 2002. Oh, nope. The Bionicle video game came out in 2003 as well.
Hmm.
Do.
I
Man,
had
I might be wrong.
I had I remember there was a Lego Indiana Jones game that I played a lot of too.
Mm-hmm. Was that any good?
It was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It came in like a two game pack. I think it came with the other game that it came with was Kung Fu Panda game, which was
Oh.
kind of like a beat 'em up game. It was actually pretty good.
Hmm.
I remember playing it a lot. Also going back to Dream Sets because I've been kind of going through the brickset.com where they have all the different
Yeah.
sets, and I saw this Coliseum set that looks really good. I think that's the one I want. That's my dream set.
Since you can actually buy that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like $600, but it's not that bad. Or maybe Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, the
That's also
Millennium
a good
Falcon
one.
one looks pretty cool too. I also have the Lego Ninjago movie video game.
Hmm.
Um, I've never watched a crap ton of Lego Ninjago, but I do know that it was fairly well received as a TV series as well as a Lego set. Ninjas, kids love ninjas for whatever reason. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I remember having some of the Legos from Ninjago. I think there's this other set that I also really liked that was mech themed.
mm,
So all the Lego sets were like these big mechs with little minifigures piloting them. Those sets were really cool. I got like three of those mechs. I think one of them is still completely assembled at my dad's on my dresser in my old room.
hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I
But
that wouldn't have, Gundam didn't come out with the Lego set, did they?
I don't know.
That's interesting. Because I kind of remember um,
Let
that
me,
too. Lego mech
yeah, let me look
sets.
that up. Let me,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I remember these.
Yeah, yeah. The mechs. I think they were. I don't remember
I had like
what
a blue and
what
white one.
they were part of Ninjago. Yeah,
They
that's
had
what I was
a
thinking of.
Yeah, Lego Ninjago has that. Oh my God, dude. I'm looking through some of these. They've
Those
got a
are the mechs
Lego
that make
Darth
most
Vader
sense.
model, like
Huh.
where you build it all the way up. That shit's dope. Man, Legos are so fucking cool.
But yeah, I had those were yeah. When you brought up Lego Ninjago, that's what came to mind was the mechs because I got all the like mechs from that.
I think I need to watch Lego Ninjago. If they got mechs, dude, I fucking love mechs. I had the Lego Ninjago Jay's Titan mech.
Hmm. Yeah, they those are some really cool Lego sets.
Dude, those are sick nasty. What is this one? Yo, I want Zane's mech though. This thing looks straight out of Gundam, bro. This is dope.
Yeah, some of them are really cool. I'm trying to find one of the ones that I had. Uh, can't find it.
Oh my God, dude. I'm about
But
to blow so much money.
but yeah, I love those. Those ones were probably the most recent big like spend I did on Legos. I mean, that was like a 2012 or something, a
Yeah.
while ago, but it was that was the last big Lego set that I remember getting was those mechs. And then anything else Lego related was usually just Bionicles and stuff. But
Man, I know when we first bought those Lego Bionicles, I think we all spent, well, Chaylin bought a couple of the models,
hmm.
but I think we all spent around like $60 if I'm not mistaken. 'Cause like we bought the like main figure and then we bought the sidekick figure, right?
Yeah, yeah, because you can like combine them, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yeah. Um, favorite Lego movie?
Uh, the was Lego Batman a movie?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
sure
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I was trying to remember if that was or if he was like a character in a movie,
He
but
he wa he was both. So Lego Batman was both in the first Lego movie, and I think there's a second Lego movie, but I could be wrong. But I do know that there's in fact the Lego movie in which Lego Batman is in, and everybody loved it. So they made
mhm.
a Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, I really liked that movie. I thought it was really funny. Uh, but all the Lego movies are pretty funny, at least the modern ones anyway.
Yeah.
The older movies are a bit more emotional, like especially the old Bionicle movies.
Well, speaking of old Bionicle movies, my favorite Lego movie was Bionicle Mask of Light, which was the very first Bionicle movie that came out, and it set the scene for everything, where like it takes place on the fucking island, and like they like were called like Matoran, and like they that's where they like developed all the lore right there and named all the people and junk like that.
Hmm.
Um, and like Toa, they came up with all. I think you're like heavily inspired by Polynesian culture. But anyway, yeah, I had that movie on VHS, and it was dope. I probably watched that movie. I don't know, close to 100 times.
it's a it is a good movie. I think the first time I ever saw it, I was at my friend's house and he had it playing, and I just sat there and watched it the entire time I was at his house.
I A little related, not exactly to Legos, but to VHS. Do kids just like do they watch like the same movie over and over every night, kind of like what we did? Because my sleeping habit, right, was like I had like Rush Hour 2 in like my
Hmm.
VHS player, and like it would play the movie through as I went to sleep, and then it would automatically rewind the movie because I had a next level VHS player. Um, and then like by the time it was for bed, I just hit play on the VHS and then fall asleep, and I just do that night after night after night.
I had a couple strategies when I was a little kid. I used to listen to the radio when I went to sleep, or I would play Polar Express because that was like one of the movies I
Mm-hmm.
had,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just I would just watch that and go to sleep to that.
Yep, I did Polar Express too. I think
It's a good movie to fall asleep to.
the top three movies that I fell asleep to in like middle school was Rush Hour 2, The Polar Express, and Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights. I had all of those on VHS. Oh.
Oh, that was okay. Okay, I found the set where all the mech suits came from. It was a set called Exo Force,
Mm.
and the whole gimmick was that everyone had exosuits. And I had the River Dragon exosuit, the Arachnoid Stalker exosuit, and I'm trying to find. There was one other one I had.
I had an Exo
I had
Force
the
too.
Yeah, they were like little mechs. I had the Stealth Hunter, and I think that's it. No, I had the Shadow Crawler too, I think. I had a lot of them. I really like that. And the Dark Panther. And I really like that set. I got so many. And the Storm Lasher. That fucking thing has so many little pieces to it.
Yeah. I had of that, I had the Stealth Hunter
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
and Thunder Fury. Trying to look here if I had these things get kind of crazy.
Yeah, some of them are huge.
Uh,
Um,
go ahead.
yeah. I also had Chameleon Hunter as well. I also had that one. I don't know why I had so many. I think it's because they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, those at the time were not like very expensive. Hmm.
Yeah,
Trying to
I
find.
loved those sets. They were so cool.
I'm almost positive that I had the. I'm just making sure. Looking through these.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, dude, all these are fucking crazy.
That one's $90. I want that one.
I need it in my life right now. Ladies and gentlemen, after stream, Dylan and I are going to go to our local toy store and see if we can't find some Legos. Um,
We
actually,
don't-
you know what? I'm going to ask you on
Hmm.
stream. After stream, do you want me to pick you up and you want to go to Walmart?
Walmart,
Yeah, Walmart and Meijer since they're right next to. I also had Sky Guardian.
Sky Guardian. Yeah, those are cool ones. All of them are so cool.
You
These ones are so
wanna
cool.
you wanna go see if they've got the new Lego Bionicle sets in?
Uh,
Do an age-old tradition. Buy a Bionicle.
we could see. I don't know if do we know if those sets are out?
I'm pretty positive since I watched the guy go to the Lego store and and we can get
Yeah, we'll
sushi
definitely
after.
have to do that.
I haven't had lunch yet, so
I had breakfast at like 10 o'clock.
oh, so it's perfect eating time.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess it's been 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. But yeah. Um I'm so excited. I might buy a Lego fucking bonsai while I'm out too. Since growing an actual bonsai takes a literal lifetime.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
I could just have a
Actually,
Lego Bionicle right here, and I'll put my Darth Maul figure on on the base. Anything else you want to talk about Lego related? Anything that comes to mind?
uh, let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Do you I know a lot of people who collect Legos kind of devote an entire room to their Lego collection. Would you devote an entire room to your Lego collection?
I would need the room for it, but I guess yeah. If I had
Just
a if I had a
build a
spare
shed
room,
for
if I had a spare room, probably what I'd do with it is like make the majority of the room like a recording studio
it. Mm.
for like my music and whatnot, and then like behind me have like a neon light, and then like around the neon light just like shelving units of like all of my collectible shit.
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. Show it
That's
all off in one big room.
oh
Have
yeah.
like little plaques and stuff up, like I bought this and or this set is from this time and this price or whatever, and these many pieces.
I just Legos are super easy to just fall down the rabbit hole into, you know, because you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then you're like, oh man, that's I've spent a lot of money,
Yeah, it is very easy to spend too much money.
and yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan and I now have a date. We're gonna go get. We might not get Legos, but we're definitely gonna go to the store to look
We're
at
gonna
some Legos,
we're
and
gonna
then
contemplate buying Legos while
yeah,
staring at them in
yeah, with my
Lego
hand
Con.
firmly grasped on my wallet. And then we're gonna get some sushi afterwards. So, um, next Tuesday we've got our coffee talk coming up, and we weren't able to do it last Saturday because Dylan was sick. But I
Hmm.
think this upcoming Saturday we're gonna try to do an evening stream where we kind of do some reaction videos. So if you're not yet in the Discord, the link is right there in chat. Uh, you can see it from Stream Elements. It's spammed plenty of times. You know, that's awesome. And you can go into that Discord. I'm going to make a channel for, well, no, I've already got DFB requests. If you want us to react to a specific video on that day, then please put a link in there. Hey, Nolan, what's up, buddy? We're actually getting ready to end, but appreciate you hopping in. If you want us to react to a specific video, you can put it in the DFB requests. We'll take a look at it and see if we like it. But once again, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Next Saturday, Discussions at Brunch is going to be at 1 p.m. Like it normally is. And then hopefully by Tuesday, I'll have a set time in the evening for our Saturday stream. And I will get back to you guys. Hopefully, my gallbladder surgery goes well and I don't die. And
God,
we can stay to this schedule. But I have full confidence that I'll make it out alive. And I might be eating regular food. But we're gonna raid into a channel now. That Spy Guy 86. So if you would please stick around for just a few minutes to say hi, and all of that good jazz. We want to make this person feel like, we're a good community. So just give them just a little bit of attention, say hi, stick around and chat for just a second. If you've got things to do, I'm not expecting you to stay, but hopefully you enjoy what they're doing right now. They are doing what looks like to be some cross stitch of a Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet. So
neat.
hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And as always, thanks for listening.